Hello, welcome. What you're about to see is not for the faint-hearted. What you're about to see is what I like to call the scary doors. Good luck. Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Reacts, and I watched the 9th episode of the 3rd season of the Twilight Zone. Yeah, this one was also fitting for the Twilight Zone. I've said it before, sometimes you have stories that really fits into the Twilight Zone, and some you have okay, it fits in, but it could also fit in somewhere else. But this one, right, it fitted right in. So let's just start with the episode, shall we? It's dark. A door opens and we see somebody come in. They closes the door immediately again, and then they turn on the light. The light goes on and we see it's a guy. Apparently his name is Norman. Because we heard Rod narrate for this guy is called Norman something. And Norman walks towards walks into the kitchen. He turns on the light. Well, looks familiar, or sounds familiar, or some similarities of what he did right then. Stupid, I wanted to make a joke, but didn't come out right. Anyway, so he turns on the light, puts it back on the table, and then grabs something from the fridge and walks to another room. He turns on the light again. He just came home and it's dark inside. I get it, but 3 times to turn on the light, can you do also something else than turn on the light? Anyway, turns on the light, walks into the room, turns on the music, and feeds his bird a bit. I don't care for birds myself, don't really like them, especially not as pets. I like to eat them, but I don't want them as a pet because they can legit shit everywhere. Shit that is high up, shit is low up. I don't want to clean shit from some hidden space and I found out the next time that I have to move. Oh, my bird shed here 3 years ago or 10 years ago. It shed on this place right here. I didn't see it because it's somewhere behind. I don't want that kind of shit. So I don't like birds. Also, they are fucking noisy. No. I don't need birds. So he's feeding his birds, then goes back to the other room, puts the thing back on the fridge, and he starts to unpack his bag that he had put down on the table. But was gonna leave it at that, because if you don't know what's going to happen next, watch the episode yourself. Have you ever gone to a museum and looked at the statue and thought, I want to talk to that statue? Well, he had, in a way, that happen. He tried to dial a number, he got the wrong number, and he apparently called to a museum where he called with a statue. And it had a happy ending. So, yay. That said, the episode was pretty alright. It was alright episode. It did fit right into the Twilight Zone, but it wasn't as good as the other episodes, as some of the other episodes that we had already. I have nothing else much. I have nothing else much. Jeez, I have nothing else to say. Later today, you get the movie Cops with that's K-O-P-P, K-O-P-P-S. It's a Swedish movie, and it's definitely comedy. I enjoyed this movie, but recommend some good international or Swedish movie down below in the comment section. Go watch that one, go watch my review. I also show you a clip of the movie, which is also new, which I don't do a lot, but it's a clip that it's the clip that I've seen before I watched the movie. It's the clip that made me want to watch the movie. So you got to see that clip too then. So if you want to see the clip and my opinion of the movie, leave likes, recommend a good move down below in the comments and subscribe to the channel, come join Discord and watch the review. And see you guys later for Cops. And otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Anaconda franchise. Yes, tomorrow we're gonna start the Anaconda franchise. It's gonna be Anaconda week. From Monday to Friday we have Anaconda 1, 2, 3, 4. Then Anaconda Lake Placid versus Anaconda. Anaconda is a request from Ryan, who also requested me to watch Austin Powers show with the Lady Gloves. So we're gonna watch Lake Placid, which we watched last week. We're gonna watch Anaconda. I've seen definitely the first one with Ice Cube before. I own Anaconda movies on DVD. Also, yeah, I got them from a colleague of mine. And yeah, in the next weekend, we're gonna do Star Wars. Yes, we're gonna begin the Star Wars franchise. I've seen Star Wars already, just once. The movies, I've seen them just once. But we're gonna watch the Star Wars franchise again. You know, just bringing it back to the channel. So I'm also quite familiar with Star Wars. Before I watched the movie, I was already quite familiar with it. I will not gonna do the shows like Mandalorian, Acolyte, or whatever the name is of that shit show, and the other movie, the other shows. We're not gonna do the shows. We're gonna just do specifically the movies. Even though I've heard that The Mandalorian is a very good show, we're not gonna do that one. We're just gonna do the movies. We're also not bringing it in the future to the channel. No, we're just not gonna do the series, because I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan. Even though I've seen Star Wars and I can say it's a good franchise. It's just not my franchise. I don't really care about it. It's good, but it's not for me. So we're not gonna continue. With Marvel, I want to watch the show Loki because it intrigues me. It looks fun, which I also still have to bring to the channel. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm just rambling on. Go watch movie Cops. Leave likes. Yada yada yada. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.